A very fine good morning, my dear students. Hope you all will be fine by the grace of God. Students, today we will continue with the same chapter, that is chapter 5 of Science 2 Standard 10th. In this session, we will study about power generation plant based on energy of natural gas, hydroelectric energy, electricity generation using wind energy, electric energy generation using solar energy, solar thermal power plant, etc. Before starting today's session, let us recall what we have studied in our previous lecture. In our previous lecture, we have studied about energy, its uses, generation of electrical energy, thermal energy based on electric power station, power plant based on nuclear energy, etc. Children, let us before starting the explanation part, let us see here some slides. Here we can see this is the solar power plant, how the energy is generated. Here we can see electricity generation is there by wind, biofuels. So we can see by winds, biofuels, water resources, sunlight, etc. Now here this is the dam from the water, how the electricity is generated. That I'll explain you later in this session. This is the windmill. These are formed near the sea. Here we can see how the solar energy is formed from the sun rays. These are the solar photovoltaic cells. This is also solar photovoltaic cell. Two ways are there to create the electricity from the solar energy. So first way is to generate electrical energy directly from solar radiation without using a generator and without using the principle of electromagnetic induction. Second one is to generate electrical energy by first converting solar radiation into thermal energy and then driving a turbine generator system using that thermal energy. So children, let us start our explanation part. So children, we are starting from here, power generation plant based on the energy of natural gas. So here in this we will see that the turbine is run by the gas at very high temperature and pressure, which is generated by combustion of the natural gas. So here we can see a flow chart. Here the compressor for the to pressurize the air is there, then combustion chamber is there, and this is then it due to this what will happen here, you can see that this gas turbine will move and the generator when the gas turbine will move, it will provide energy to generator and then the electrical energy will be created. Now this is the arrangement in power plant based on the natural gases. Here we can see that what is the main this thing, that there are three main section in this type. The pressurized air is introduced into the combustion chamber using a compressor. With the help of compressor, the pressurized air is made to enter to the combustion chamber. Then in combustion chamber, what happens? That natural gas burn in presence of the air. Then this gas is at very high temperature and pressure, which generate the energy and which runs the turbine. That turbine then gives the generator to produce the electricity, gives energy to the generator to produce the electricity. So here we can see chemical energy is present in the natural gas, which is transformed into kinetic energy generated due to combustion of natural gas. It gives kinetic energy to the turbine, kinetic energy means moving energy, and then it produces the electrical energy. So here we can see transformation of energy in power plant using energy of natural gas. So the efficiency of this type of power generation plant is higher than that of the power generation plant which are based on the coal. Because the natural gas does not contain sulfur, so the pollution will not be there. When the natural gas will burn, then no pollution will be there. Now here schematic of the power plant based on natural gas is given here, that you can see here, children. Here the fuel is there, then this is the combustion chamber, then here the turbine is there which moves, then creates the this is the generator, it gives energy to create the electricity, and here from this side the emission of hot gases takes place. So this is the schematic of the power plant based on the natural gases. Now children, this part is cancelled for you, and here we can see that energy use is unavoidable in our daily life, so we have to use it carefully. Now next is the electric energy generation and environment. When the electrical energy, now children, this full topic is cancelled for you. Actually I forgot to tell you, this also full, it is cancelled, so no need of explanation, only just read out and see, because everything useful, it is cancelled due to COVID problem. So children, we will start from here now. Hydroelectric energy, from this topic we will start now. So we will see this topic, hydroelectric energy. The kinetic energy which is present in the flowing water, or the potential energy which is present in the stored water or water reservoir, that are the source of energy in this. As the name indicates, hydroelectric. Hydro means related to water, and we are generating electric, so it is hydroelectric power plant. The potential energy in water stored in dam, it is converted into kinetic energy of water, and then this fast flowing water is brought from the dam to the turbine at the bottom of the dam. I'll show you how it is that water is flowing, and the turbine is down to that dam, so that with the pressure of that running water it moves very fast, and then the electricity is generated. The kinetic energy of flowing water, that derives the turbine, and due to that turbine the generator create the electricity. So here you can see water reservoir with the potential energy. Why potential energy? Because this water is stable, so this energy will be potential energy. So here you can see it moves the turbine, then generator generate the electrical energy. So these are different stages of hydroelectric power plant. Now here you can see, this is the diagram. You can see the schematic of hydroelectric plant is shown here. This is figure 5.17. Water from about middle of the total height of dam is taken to the turbine, as we are shown by the point B in the diagram. So I'll just explain you. See here, children, this is here the wall is made, and from here the water is coming this way, and this is the sluice sluice gate means from where the water is coming this way. This is penstock. Penstock means the wall like, which is actually it is actually gate like. What like mean here it is the gate like, which is regulating the flow of the water. So penstock is for what? To regulate flow of water. Now children, here we can see this is the generator, and here we can see this is the turbine. So Here when the flow of water is there, the turbine moves. Due to that, the energy is provided to generator, and the generator creates the electricity which is supplied in the transformer. So here this is the schematic of the hydroelectric power plant. Here we can see that here no fuel is burned in hydroelectric power plant. So it is a here no pollution will be there. So this point you have to note down. No pollution due to combustion of the fuels. So considering this issue, it's like forced migration of large community. Only that means this is the advantage that no pollution is there, but some disadvantage is also there. That if the issues may be created, that forced migration. Forced migration means if in some village or near the river we are going to make the dam, we have to migrate the community, migrate the persons which are staying there. And sometimes due to large amount of water, due to overflow of this water resources, the submerging of the forest and fertile land takes place. These are the adverse effect or bad effect. Now here we'll see that advantage of the actually this full is cancelled for you. Then here we'll see the advantage of hydroelectric power. Already I told that fuel is not since here no fuel is burned, so no pollution is there. Second, if there is sufficient water storage in dam, it is possible to generate when the electricity whenever it is necessary. And third, although the water reservoir is used for power generation, it can be replenished during the rainy season, and so that uninterrupted power generation will be there. Now here in hydroelectric water, the disadvantage that the backwater due to storage of water in dam may submerge the villages or town in that area, and rehabilitation when this all will submerge, then it leads to the rehabilitation of displaced pollution, and this can submerge the forest also. Second, the obstruction of flow of river water also may have the adverse effect on living water. Now this is the Koyna dam, you can see here, and this part is cancelled for you. Now children, I will show you that how this hydroelectric power plant is working. Just see here in the animated video how this power plant is working. Already I have explained you. Here everything is labeled. The water storage is there. Then the dam is made. How the water flow takes place. Then penstock is there. And here the nozzle is there. Valve are there. Turbine is there. Here it is shown how the water is flowing and the turbine is moving. Now we'll see this part, children, that actually it is the electricity generation. From here we'll see it is the electricity generation using wind energy. So the kinetic energy in wind is used since long for lifting the water, for driving the floor mill, etc. But here we'll see that we can generate the electricity also from that wind. Now, the machine which is converting the kinetic energy of the wind to the electrical energy is called wind turbine. So this point you have to underline, it is important point. So as the wind strikes to the blades of the turbine, the blade rotates, and the axle of the turbine, this all I already explained that what is the axle. So the axle of the turbine is connected to the electric generator to a gearbox. Now what is the gearbox? That I'll tell that it is a mechanical device that is increasing the speed of the blades. So the function of this gearbox, already it is given here that the function of the gearbox to increase the rotation per unit time. Per unit time mean in 1 second or in 1 minute, whatever rotation are there of turbine, it is when we put the gearbox, it rotates more rapidly, more fast. So the rotating blades drive the turbine, and due to that turbine rotation, the generator is having the energy to create the or to generate the electricity. So various stages in the wind energy generating system that we can see in this figure. Let us see here. We can see here so here children, this is in this uh, electricity generation using wind energy that we will see in the diagram in the flow way how it is generated. Already I told you here that the gearbox is used to generate the rotate it more fast, and due to that the turbine rotation, the generator generates the electricity. And in this machine which is converting the kinetic energy to wind energy, and then to electrical energy, kinetic this wind turbine, that is converting the kinetic energy of wind to the electrical energy. So let us see here this diagram here that wind with required velocity is that that is why these windmills are mostly made near the sea. So this with the required energy they are made here. Then wind turbine with a large uh, means you call it is fan, so it moves very fast. Then generator generates the electrical energy. Now here we can see in this diagram, children, I'll show you this. You can see here these are the blades, and here the gearbox is there, green color. Then this is the generator, and this is the shaft. Here we can see shaft. These are the support. So these are the bearing here. With the help of that it can move easily. So it is the schematic of the windmill. Now children, the energy conversion process we can see here how the energy is converted. The kinetic energy of in the wind which is present, that change to that is given to the turbine. This kinetic energy of wind is giving energy to turbine. The turbine is giving energy to generator to give the electrical energy. Now wind turbine with the capacity right from the less than the 1 kilowatt to about 7 megawatt, that means 7000 kilowatt are commercially available. Depending on this, the wind velocity which is available where the site of installation is there, then only it can be installed there. So wind turbine with a specific capacity should be selected, and the wind velocity at a specific location depend on many geographical factors. So mostly near the river they are put so that easily they can get the wind energy. The wind velocity is usually this, you can see here this wind velocity is usually high on the seashore and the environment which is appropriate for the installation of wind turbine. And this wind energy is a clean energy source. So the wind velocity which is necessary for wind energy, that generation is available only near the sea shore or the river, etc. Now children, let me show you the diagram. Just see children, this is the animation of that diagram, how the windmill is working. Already I explained you, so with this you can understand in better way. They are showing all the parts. This is gearbox, coupling, generator, cooling system, wind vane, so everything is there. This is anemometer. So now children, this is tower. So children, let us see now electric energy generation using solar energy. So this is the topic now. Already I explained you with the slide that it is of two type. First thing is, main thing is there, that using the energy in sunlight, the electricity can be generated in two ways. First is that whatever the above method we have seen, in that the electricity was generated by using some source and by using the principle of electromagnetic induction. But here we are not, electrical energy can be generated directly from the solar radiation without using generator and without using principle of this electromagnetic induction. This is very important point that you have to note down. So it happens in two ways. First way is that in the in first method we can see that directly from the this generation, from the radiation of the sun, so it's solar. And second one is that the energy in the solar radiation is converted into thermal energy, and then a turbine generator system is driven using this thermal energy. So here this is the second method. This one is the second method. Let us see first solar photovoltaic set. While a solar photovoltaic cell, they convert the solar radiation directly into the electrical energy. This is called the photovoltaic effect. And when the electrical energy generated through this energy transformation process that is DC in nature. So these solar cells are made up of a special type of semiconductor, a substance that is called as silicon. A silicon solar cell is having the dimension which is 1 centimeter square, and it generates the electric current about 30 milliampere and potential difference of 0.5 volt. So this way we can see a solar cell with the dimension of 100 centimeter square, it will generate 30 milliampere per centimeter square into 100 centimeter square. So it will become 3000 milliampere or 3 ampere. Now this, and it will be of 0.5 volt. So this is the available potential difference from a solar cell, that is independent of its area. Now children, here we can see that energy in the sunlight, that with the help of photovoltaic effect, it is in the form of DC electric power. Now children, here this full is cancelled for you. Everything is cancelled. This full page is cancelled for you actually. This full page you have to cancel. Page number 57. everything is cancelled. Now we will come to the next page, that is page number 58. Here we can see that the power available from the solar cell, that is DC. So in application when we need it, the DC power is changed. Example, electric light based or light emitting diode, that is called LED, etc. This energy can be directly used. So, and since the energy from the solar cell is available only in presence of sunlight, so the energy should be stored in the batteries. Now most of the equipment in domestic as well as industrial use that run on the AC power. So the DC solar power must be converted to AC power before using this device. So here you can see solar cells, this energy is stored in the batteries, then with the help of inverter it is changed to the AC power. Now here you can see how this solar array are there, and with the help of this with the help of inverter and transformer, this energy is sent to power grid, and this is the sun from where this energy is absorbed. So it is the schematic of solar photovoltaic station. Now children, already we have seen that many solar panel which can be connected together to generate the energy whatever we need. The DC power generated from this panel is first converted to AC power. So a transformer transforms the voltage and the current level of the generated power, and then it is fed into the electricity distribution network. So now this is a solar photovoltaic power station. What you have seen here now, in electricity generated without any fuel combustion, so it is without any air pollution. So this is the advantage. Solar radiation and solar electricity during the daytime only we can get it, so it is the disadvantage. Now solar thermal power plant. You have studied in the second part that what was the second process, that the energy in solar radiation is converted to thermal energy first, and then a turbine generator system is driven using the thermal energy to generate the electricity. So that we'll see here now solar thermal power plant. In this we will see that thermal energy generated from coal and nuclear fuel can be used to generate the electricity, and this thermal energy can be generated from solar radiation, and then it can be used for the electricity production. Now here are the different, this is the flow chart. We can see here that concentrator are there, concentrated for collecting the sunlight. Concentrated means they concentrate all the sun rays at certain place, then absorber absorb this rays, and then steam turbine is moving. It gives energy to electric generator and the electricity is generating. These are different stages. Let us see now here. In this diagram you can see children. First of all, I'll show one diagram to you. Here you can see that this is the absorber. This what you can see here. So this is the absorber. Here you can see with the help of this the water flow is there. From water is going this way, and it is going this way. So that the water get heated. This is the sun from where the sun rays, you can see yellow color, these sun rays are absorbed here because this is the absorber. Now so this we can say what diagram it is. It is a reflector. Now here you can see solar panel, how this will it is the schematic of solar thermal power plant. We can see here that this is the solar energy, spelling is wrong here. This is the sun, these rays are absorbed here, and the water flow is there in this tubes. All the water flow is there in these tubes. How we can see here that how this water is going this way. It changed to steam due to the energy, due to the heatness of the sun, due to heating effect of the sun rays, and then it moves to the turbine. Then whatever water is there, it get condensed, and again it get collected in the cooling water. Further this is sent here. Then this way the process is going on. So this is all about this. Now children, this chapter is over, and this part is cancelled for you. So just see the chapter here. We can see, just read out all each and every point, and children, whatever difficulty is there, that you can text me. If any doubt is there, children, here on page number 55, one question is there, that what is lake tapping, why it takes place. So that answer I am sending in this video. You can just see that answer and can write with you. So thank you. All instruction already I have given, that you have to write the important point. It is must, so that it will be easy for you to learn the science, as well as whatever the diagrams are there, that you practice, because these are important diagrams. Learn each and every point. So here is the question, what is lake tapping, why it takes place, and answer is given here. A lake tapping includes jigging a channel approximately to the water or rock contact, and then blasting out the final protecting rocks to allow water to suddenly inflow into the tunnel from the lake. The first lake tapping was conducted out at Kona Dam 13 years ago. This process enables the lake water to flow down from that tunnel, and this type of lake tapping was first established in the Asian continent. So thank you, children. Here I am ending my session.